Hi everyone, let's build the first dashboard in Amazon QuickSight. This is the initial setup, so in the search bar, type in QuickSight. And let's go ahead and click on the QuickSight console. So this is the initial setup to get started. You can see 4 free users for 30 days. So click sign up for QuickSight if you don't already have an account. Add an email. You can see there's different authentication methods. We're going to leave use IAM, federated identities, and QuickSight manage users, but you also have IAM Identity Center and federated identities only, and also Active Directory. But I'm in US East 1, Northern Virginia. Give it an account name. QuickSight Access. So the first option, use QuickSight Manage Role default. Uncheck the optional add-on. Click Finish. Oops, so let's go back. Okay, right there. So I needed a unique name. Looked like that name was taken, so uncheck, finish. Okay, so it's building. It'll take 15 to 30 seconds to build. So let's go ahead and build our first dashboard. Click on Go to QuickSight. So you have a Welcome to QuickSight walkthrough. I'm just going to click Next. You can connect to your data, super fast performance, visualize and analyze, and share insights with anyone. Okay, so you can see on the left-hand side, we have our different menu options. Right now we're on Analysis. So let's go ahead and create our first data set. Click on Data Sets. Click on New Data Set. And let's upload a file. The file to upload will be in the description of the workshop. So it's sas-sales.csv. So upload that and click Next. Click Visualize. And then we want to create a new sheet. So click Create. Okay, and that's our top rail. This is just an overview. This is our top menu bar and toolbar. Okay, this is the primary left pane. You can see the different options. Secondary left pane. Okay, with the different visuals and graphs. Okay, we're gonna click Fit to Width. So that's our first autograph. Let's go up to the top and change the name. We'll add to the name. Sales Analysis dash build your first dashboard. So now let's visualize the sales by month. So on the left primary pane, let's click on Sales. Let's add order date. You can see our visual is updating. So I'm going to open that up. make it a little bigger. Okay, you can see our XY axis. Okay, now you can see our line chart with the different sales by month, but now we want to add forecast to the line chart. So click on the ellipsis and scroll down and click add forecast. And you can see on the far right panel, it says forecast properties. So it's 14 months forward, and then enter 6 months backwards and click apply. So you can see the, now let's go up and change it back to the original. So enter 0 and click apply. You can see it updated. Let's close out of that pane. And we want to visualize the sales quarter over quarter. So up at the top, click on add visual, click on line chart. Okay, that's going to give our second autograph. So let's click on KPI, Key Performance Indicator. This is our second visual on the left pane. Let's add sales, order date. Okay, let's click on the KPI drop down options. We're going to click on the ellipsis. Format visual, minimize. I'm just playing around with the different tools at the top of the visual display of the KPI. So order date, now we need to aggregate by quarter over quarter. So you can see we're at 280. Now click on KPI layouts to give you the different visual layouts. Let's go back. Okay, that's our line chart. So click on KPI options, and we want to click on comparison, and we want to compare the difference so you can see the spread. Okay, let's click on the tooltip, and you can see when we hover over, now it's showing the prior quarters. Q4, Q3, Q1, Q2 of 22, and the years 21. Now if we undo the tooltip menu, you can see that it's hitting, and if we enable it, you can see that feature is added. I'm just going to resize. And also notice at the very top, the title of the dashboard, I should have removed the .csv, but for the purpose of this demo, it's fine. Okay, so now we want to add suggested insights. So click on the insight icon at the top, and you can see the suggested insights. I'm just scrolling down, forecast sales, highest, lowest quarter over quarter. But let's scroll up, and we want to add month over month. So click the plus in month over month. And I'm going to just drag that down. Let's add insight. Click on insights again. And we want to add forecast. So let's minimize this visual, or autograph is what it's called in QuickSight, a card. So we kind of want to put these right underneath each other. Come on, drag that over. Okay. Okay, so we want to visualize the sales by industry. Click on add. Let's click on the donut chart. So we just add that visual to our autograph, and on the left pane, let's click on industry. Let's add sales. Far right, the data labels drop down, and we're going to show measure values. So you're going to see the little eye icon metric to the right. Just click on that. And we want to drag customer underneath industry. So now you can see finance. Click on finance, and we want to drill that down to the customer. So this is specific. So if we click on, just as an example, any company advisors, we want to drill it to the industry. And if you click the down arrow, you can see that the customer's drilled to the industry. If we click the up arrow, that'll go back. Now we want to create a pivot table. So click add underneath visuals. Let's click on the pivot table icon. Okay, let's add region, sales, sub-region. Okay, you can see that our autograph is populating. Let's drag order date, add a column, click on the ellipsis, and we want to aggregate it by a year. Okay, so that's updating. Okay, here you can focus on a certain region. That was EU as an example. Okay, now we want to format the pivot table. So click on the pivot options drop down and click on the eye icon. Headers drop down, and we're going to rename this region is greater than sub-region. You can see that updated. Let's click on the sales drop down, click on expand view to fill the autograph. And you can see our different regions, but I'm minimizing that. So we have North America, and we want to add a filter control. Okay, so click the filter in the menu bar. Let's click add filter. Click on segment to segment out our filter, and we want to include all. I'm clicking on cross sheets, but going back, the first option to include all would work. But click on the ellipsis, let's add control. And I'm adding it at the top of this sheet, but when you go through the workshop, click add it within the sheet. And you'll see towards the end. But I'm playing around, so you can select all. We have enterprise, SMB, and strategic. It's the different segments. So it gives you that drop down to filter it out on your display. But now let's add an action to the filter. And we're on the donut chart. So at the top of properties, click on interactions, actions drop down, filter action is the action type. And let's go ahead and click save. So you can see if we click on finance, it's filtering that. If we click on it again, you can see that updates back to the industry. Now let's add a dashboard title. So let's go to Sheets, and we want to add the title. So at the top of the sheet, let's add Sales Overview Dashboard, and click outside of that to save it. It'll automatically save. Let's rename the visual title. So click on the visual autograph, display settings drop down, and where you see default, let's go ahead and enter our title. We'll name it Monthly Trend and Forecast. Let's go ahead and save. So that updated. Now let's click on the KPI autograph. Let's go ahead and give it a title. Quarter over quarter sales, QOQ sales. Let's save that. And you can see that updated as well. Now our donut chart. Sales by industry. Let's save that. Okay, you can see that updated. And if we click on the paintbrush to the right of Edit Subtitle, you can also edit it this way as well. So you can do it one of two ways. But let's just enter, click to filter dashboard, comma right, dash click to drill down to customer. Okay, so when you're drilling it down to the customer, obviously you're specifying the numbers for that specific customer. Okay. So now let's update the title for regional, and we're gonna just name it Regional Details. Now let's publish the dashboard. So at the far right, the menu, click Publish. Okay, we want to give it a name. We'll name it Sales Overview, and click on Publish Dashboard. So at the top, you can see how it's falling off of our display. So click on View and click the Fit to Window. And here's our overview dashboard. That's our line chart, our key performance indicators. Scroll down, you can see our donut or wheel chart broken down in segments and drilled down to the specific customer. That's our regional details table. America, EMA. Now let's send it as a report through email. So at the top, click on the clock symbol and click on Schedules. And we want to add a schedule. So click Add. Let's give it a schedule name. We're just going to call it Test. Test schedule. You can leave the description empty, but under content you can see it's sheet 1 CSV, and these are the different schedule report options. Let's close that. Let's go to dates, and these are the occurrence that you can choose to send it. If you want to send it on the monthly basis, you can select that option. For this demo, we're only going to do it once, so email email, you can see that it's automatically populated. But let's enter test dashboard mail out as the subject. And you should see your username there as well. I need to go back to dates, like I said before, and instead of monthly, we're just gonna use it for this one-time demo. You can see you can set the begin at time, obviously your region and the start date. So if we scroll down, you can include the sheet in the email body, and then also the file attachment. That's the option that we're going to select, or I'm going to select, and click send test. I'll have to put in a header. So I'm entering test, click send. You can see the report was sent. Now let's go ahead and verify and open the report in the email. So I'm just going to log into Gmail. Just click next. No, I want to use it without. So close that out. Okay, so you can see our QuickSight report was sent, and that's what it looks like when your team sends it out. So you can see test view dashboard. These are all of our autographs. We have our line chart, key performance indicators, donut chart, region details. Okay, it was sent by the username, and then there's also the attachment. So that's awesome. So that's the test dashboard. But this was part one of the series, Build Your First Dashboard. And I hope you all enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.